Hi, Christy. Thank you so much for saying that I could send this video over to you. And congratulations to the new parents, if you guys are watching this. What a wonderful time in life, right? So I'm going to just jump right in here. This is a video to show you a couple things that you can do to your website to get more jobs. I really love your guys's About Us page where you're talking about how you give people a second chance. I personally relate to that. I've got a little bit of a checkered past myself, and it's really nice to see that there are people out there making a difference for these people that a lot of times otherwise they just wouldn't have a job. And that's a really important part about, having a bright future. So that's really great. I just want to say thank you for for doing this in the world, right? Okay, so onto your website. First thing, beautiful pictures, absolutely lovely. It is a nice, clean website. I like that about it. I will say that you're going to want a bit more content. Google really likes to see a lot of words on a page. The reason for this is it thinks that lots of words means authoritative content, right? It thinks we love to read. So it wants to show people the most relevant content, the most authoritative websites, and having lots of words that are relevant to what you're doing and the information someone would want when they're looking for your services is how you can show Google that you know what's up, and it'll push you to the top of the results. The second thing is I just want to make sure that your images are saved properly. So if I right click on this and click Save Link As, I can see that it was saved as download.htm. That's not helping you. What you want to do is you want to save these images as keywords, and I'll go over how we find what keywords in a minute, but save them as keywords, and that way they help to get you to show up in front of people who are typing those keywords. A keyword would, for example, would be concrete Seattle or asphalt repair Seattle, etc. Okay, so this is actually my keyword explorer. It's called Ahrefs or Ahrefs, whatever. It doesn't matter how you say it. What matters is how you use it, right? So this is a tool that gives me an in-depth look at how a website is performing. And it gives me some pretty fun metrics. This right here tells me how trusted you are by Google, right? It's a pretty low score, but it's not the lowest. You've actually got a good start here. And then we've got the backlinks right here. So what a backlink is anytime that a link from another website comes back to your website, that's a backlink. What we want is backlinks that are highly trusted by Google. So from websites that have a high score right here, we want them pointing back to your website basically as a vote of confidence, saying, hey Google, you trust me, well this guy's my pal, right? And then over here we've got the keywords. Now you're ranking for 11 keywords. Let's see what they are. So Re-Stor, when it's written just this way, you show up not only in the first but also in the second position. I can see that right there. And both of them have 20 volume. Oh, well, it's one word. So it has 20 volume. So that means 20 people are actually looking you up. I assume that they're looking for you when they're typing that in exactly like that. So every month people are looking just for you, and you are showing up for your name. So that's fantastic. Let's see what else. You've got granitite, which I don't know what that is, but I can tell you 60 people are searching for it, and you're getting the 14th result there, so you're on the second page, and every month on average you're getting about a half of a visitor there. So it's not doing you a whole lot of good, but it's nice. I can see that it's doing that, right? So none of these are really high buyer intent besides the ones that are typing in your name. So I'm going to show you how to get some that are high buyer intent. First, I want to show you Google the way that I see it. I'm sure you've seen the results page a million times. So this right here at the top is an ad. Obviously, so I typed in concrete repair Seattle, Washington, because that's one of the keywords, right? And then you go down here and you have the map pack. My goodness, my brain. This is the map pack, and this shows, local things, right? I'm sure you're familiar with that as well. And you do want to show up here. This is a really nice area to show up in because a lot of people look for local services this way, but because you're the type of service that comes to them rather than them having to go to you, this is less important. It's nice to be up at the top, but it's more important that you end up right here. This is the most coveted spot on the Google results page. And the reason for that is that 30%, they say 30 to 40%. I read one study that was very well done, and it said 31% of all clicks that happen on this results page, any results page, are going to go to this first result here. This is the first organic result, the one right below the maps. And yeah, so you definitely want to be in that spot, and I'll show you how. There is not a local competitor in this spot right now, but the closest one that comes, the one that comes closest is this northwestconcreteresurfacing.com. So let's check out their site and see what they're doing right. So they've got more content right there, and they don't have 1,500 to 2,000 words, which is what I would suggest that you get. That's kind of the bare minimum so that Google decides that you're an authority. So that's probably part of the reason why they're not showing up in that first spot and beating out Yelp. So I would definitely try to beat them out on words on the page. And then let's see, if I look at their Ahrefs, they've got a little bit higher score than you do here, but super beatable. They've got the same amount of backlinks as you do, and they're showing up for 7 more keywords. So let's check out what those keywords are. Let's see, they're showing up in the fourth position for concrete repair Seattle, and they're getting 60 volume. That's how many people are typing into Google, and of those, 5 of them are going to Northwest Concrete, their website, because they're sitting in the 4th position. If they're sitting in the 1st position, you would expect 20 to 30 visitors every month because they're getting about 30% of that 60. Concrete resurfacing Seattle. So this one has a higher KD, and what a KD is keyword difficulty on a scale from 0 to 100. How hard would it be to be on the first page for that keyword? This one's got a little bit higher of a keyword difficulty, so I wouldn't really go after that one. But this one here has got a 3 for the keyword difficulty, concrete repair Seattle, Washington. It also has 20 people searching for it every month. And your competitor, Northwest Concrete, has got, sitting in the 4th position, getting almost 2 visits a month from that. So that's not a whole lot. If they're sitting in the 1st position, though, they'd be seeing steadily a bit higher than that. So what we want to do is find a lot of keywords. This isn't a great example either. So I went and did a little bit of my own keyword research. So let's see. What did I do here? Oh, it's the same page. Okay, so I did a bit of my own research here, and I looked up not only Seattle concrete, but Seattle asphalt, curb, driveway. Let's see, what else did I do? Patio, road, Seattle walkway. What I did forget is Seattle foundation. I wasn't sure actually if you guys did foundation, but we could throw that one in there as well. And then, I'm looking up anything with fixing and cracks and resurfacing, refinishing, refurbishing, and repairing. So this is the list I came up with. So we've got the KD, keyword difficulty, right here. We've got the volume right here. I was able to come up with a total volume of 180, which is not terribly high, but it is something. So how I figure out how much, I've got to pull out my calculator here, how many jobs basically I could find for a person in this area. So for you, let's see, I'm going to go 180 times, so if you were sitting in the 1st position for all of these keywords, they would get 31%. That would be 55 visits to your website every month. And then from there, about 1 in 10 would actually call you, is the statistical likelihood of a visitor actually calling you is about 1 in 10 in your industry. So that means that that would be about 5 calls a month. Now, I don't know how many of those you could close, but if you could close 2 or 3 of them, that would be 2 or 3 more jobs a month. So I don't know if something like this would be worth your time and energy. With those numbers, you know, all I can do is show you the numbers as I see them. But if it is, then you may want to, oh, I've got a bunch of stuff here. I didn't have my save screen on. Give me just one sec. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry, thank you for that. So here's my contact information if you have any questions. So you can call me here at 757-332-1960, or you can email me at oceana@g3.agency. Once, just real quick recap, you really want to increase the content on your homepage and increase the content on your back pages as well. You want to make sure to implement backlinks to rank for high volume keywords with buyer intent. So that those keywords that I showed you on the page there. And it says concrete Portland, Oregon here, but an example for you guys would be concrete Seattle, Washington, obviously, right? And then add citation. So you didn't really cover this, but a citation is similar to a backlink. It passes power from another website to yours. However, it's more in directories and like it can be on Facebook. It can really be anywhere, but instead of being a link, it's anywhere that your business name, phone number, and address are listed the same way that they're listed on your Google My Business page. And if any of this is confusing, please reach out to me. I would love to know because I really want to be good at explaining this stuff. So I will be following up for some feedback, and I would really appreciate it if you gave me some. Again, congratulations on your new baby. And what an exciting time in life. So that's wonderful. Okay, well, I hope to hear from you, and have a wonderful day.